Cool. What up, peeps? This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag. Here to talk about everybody on this panel's favorite team, the Chicago Bears. First off, you know it's me, Glass. Got my partner in crime here, Brandon. Say
What
what's up,
up?
Brandon.
What up, peeps?
All right, cool. And our guest for today, Chicago Bears, diehard Chicago Bears fan via Atlanta, Georgia. We got Mr. Controversy, a three-point conversion. Say what's up, bruh.
Sorry, I'm not in a good mood right now because we're talking about the Bears, so excuse me for this time.
Right, right. This is the two cent deposit on sports, aka the state of the Chicago Bears. We at the end of the season, week 17. We're going to week 17,
Going to week 17.
but we are Chicago Bears, 5-10. We are 25th in offense, 32nd in defense. There's only 32 teams in the league, so that's pitiful. Uh, I love me some Lovey Smith. When he left, we was 10-6, and I told everybody I'm gonna give Trestman his 3 years to see if he could do better or do the same. Last year we was 8-8. This year, like I said, we 5-10. If my mathematics is correct, we're going the wrong way. So to hell with Trestman right now. So right now, I'm gonna see what you got to say, Mr. Controversy. How you feel about it?
Well, of course, it's been a disappointing season, but I think the most disappointing part of this season is the fact that we didn't. It's like we didn't do it the Bear way. I mean, it's been seasons where we've lost, but it was done the Bear way. And what I mean by that is it was tough losses, gritty wins. We always stuck together as a team. You know, we played with heart. But this season, I mean, it's like all of that went out the door. I mean, you look at started from the coaching standpoint, Trestman. I mean, good Lord. You know, I think back to last season, all you diehard Chicago Bears, remember we played in Minnesota and we were in overtime and had the game won basically. We just got a first down. We're at like the 35-yard line. Trestman runs one running play, right? We get to the maybe 30-yard line, 29. It was second and 8, something like that, second and 7, and Trestman brings out the field goal kicker. What?
Right.
It's second and 7. We're at the 29-yard line. You bring it. I know gold is good as gold, but what? And sure enough, what happens? He missed the field goal.
Right.
A dumb decision. Honestly, that always stuck with me because I always said from there, I was like, man, is this the coach that we have? Is this really him or he just goofed up? Sure enough, you look at the decisions that we made this year, the play calling, sure enough, it panned out that, yeah, that was him. That's the true Trestman. So, like I said, starting from the coaching standpoint, it's been horrible. Quarterback, wide receivers, yes, all of the wide receivers. Brandon, he's been playing hurt. I give him that, but Alshon wasn't running routes. They weren't getting open. The only player that stepped up was Kyle Long and Matt Forte. But I'll leave it at that. Like I said, it wasn't a Bear way, so I'm very disappointed.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Raphael. What do you think was the difference between this year and last year when that offense was ranked second in the league?
Well, Trestman didn't have any pressure, and because we have the same players,
Right.
same coaching staff.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, honestly, I think Cromer just didn't he get promoted this year to offensive coordinator? So it could be him, but still, Trestman is the man. So I think it's pressure. I think last year he came in with no pressure. It was, all right, this is the first year, what we're going to do. The players bought into it. But then it's like, if you think about, because Cutler got hurt last year, so it was like, okay, you know, you got this backup quarterback who hadn't started in so long. We just signed him off the streets, and then all of a sudden he plays well. But now Cutler's there. You got everything intact. Everybody picking us to even we're talking about Super Bowl picks, as far as going to the Super Bowl.
A couple people did.
Yeah, so it's like now all of a sudden, Trestman, you have all this pressure on him, and he chokes. I mean, it was certain games where the Green Bay game in Chicago, which I went to the game. I was there. And we started out beautifully. I mean, play calling was great. I thought we was going to blow them out. Or if not blow them out, we was going to win that game because they couldn't stop us the first 2 or 3 drives.
Right.
You started noticing dumb play calling like the end of the half. Come on, man, go for the field goal. Why? It's 7 seconds left. You at the, what was that, the 15, 17-yard line or something like that? 7 seconds left, and you try to get in the end zone. Sure enough, we get stopped. No points. Momentum killer.
I agree.
Detroit game, we started out well. Then all of a sudden, okay, it was working, the little short passes, the wide receiver screen passes. You can't do that. You can't do 8 wide receiver screens during the course of a game. It's going to get stopped. This is the NFL.
Right.
Stuff like that, man.
I got you. What you got to put on there, Larry?
I agree. I agree with all that, but I just can't. And all season I've been trying to figure out. Here's a coach. He's had success this first year here. Now I'm not sure if I believe in the sophomore jinx and all that. Like you said, this is the NFL. Defenses catch on. It's a copycat league or whatever. So they study teams. I can't believe a coach or his staff can continue to have a brain fart every week, with the same type of, plays, or like you were saying, not going for the field goal or going for the field goal, starting out, and it was only a couple of times this season where they actually started out in the league.
Right.
The Green Bay game was one, maybe the Detroit game was another. And there may be one other game that they started out in the league.
Game. The Carolina game.
Yeah. So there ain't been too many games like that. So now you're putting pressure on an already weak defense. You can't, with the offense with the offensive staff that you have, there shouldn't be, too many 3 and outs. Even if you don't score or, get a field goal or whatever, you got to string together some first downs. There's nothing else to keep the defense off the field. Now, of course, they didn't do that. The defense was already weak. It got exposed. There's rumors that, the coaching staff, lost control of the locker room. I think that's very possible. Once the team lay down on you.
It's valid.
Yeah. I mean, if they laid down on, which it sounds like they did, they have, with the exception of a couple players, I don't know what Brandon Marshall's doing in the locker room. You can't tell when he out there on the field, if he's causing dissension or whatever. Cutler, to me, he's the same Cutler, from day one. He ain't emotionless. He go out there, he gonna do what he do, and that's it. Ain't nothing changed for Jay Cutler to me since the day they signed him. So I don't. It's a lot of things going on. They all the way up to the GM, the owners. They let the defense get old too quick. I mean, they ain't get old quick, but you gotta start replacing those parts. Right. And like last you said at the beginning of the program, Lovey was 10-6 or whatever. I still say Lovey got himself fight. He got himself fight.
I agree.
You've been here all this time. You got a team. You got a system that works, and you can't find an offensive coordinator. Come on now.
I agree.
That's
go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
Go ahead. So that's where I'm at with it right now.
I agree with that. Just because I've said this, there's 2 factors in that. First of all, a lot of people don't know that McCaskey told Emory, which is the Bears GM, if you're not a Bears fan, but told Emory that when Emory came in, one thing you can't do the first year coming in, you can't fire Lovey this first year. You have to give him 1 year.
Right. I remember that.
Okay, but at the same, so he was going anyway because when the GM comes in,
they want their own people.
They want their own people. But I agree with you because, like you stated, Lovey, you had the defense, but now It was one time when we had Marks. And it's funny because a lot of people, and I know we want to get back to trust with everybody, but I'd say this. One thing about Marks, we always talked about Marks. He's a quarterback killer and everything. You're right. But at the same time, with Marks, think about it. The first year Marks was there, Marks was only there with us 2 years, right?
Right.
The first year he was there, we went to the NFC Championship. The second year Marks was there, we started out, I think, 1-3, and then we went on 2-3. Then we went on a 5-game winning streak. Remember when Cutler got hurt in that San Diego game? He broke his thumb. Then we didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
Marks was the only coordinator under Levy that had us really doing something
in that direction. Right.
With no receivers. We had Devin Hester starting receiver. So but again, I do agree. When he didn't really care about the offense, I mean, it gets old when you're running the ball. Just running ball and defense, ball control and defense. Yes, that'll get you to the playoffs or get you close. But ask Rex Ryan, look where he is now.
Exactly.
So, I agree.
Okay, I got both of y'all said valid points. Now this is the question that just befuddles me. I just heard what you said earlier, Mr. Controversy, about McCown and how he fit in system, how he fit in this system when Cutler got hurt. We did well. He gets to Tampa Bay, can't do nothing over there. So my question to you is it the system? Is it the personnel? Because I'm messed up.
It was the system. It was definitely the system.
Yeah, it's the system, yeah.
But this is the funny thing, though, I don't understand. And if you watch all of the games, which I know you all have, if you forget McCown, because I knew he wasn't going to succeed because I knew it was that system. That's why everybody felt like Cutler was going to thrive. He got his money.
Right.
Everybody there. But the funny thing is, did you notice, and I don't know if this happened because Marquise Wilson got hurt, so we changed the offensive scheme. But, after, I think, game 2 or 3, we weren't running the same plays we ran last year. Because if you notice, every play we do, if it wasn't a wide receiver screen, this is one of the plays we did. Everybody ran a curl route. Brandon an 8-yard curl route. My man Alshon an 8-yard, maybe 10-yard curl route. Bennett a 6-yard curl route, and then Matt Forte, he comes out the backfield for a dump pass. That was the routes that they ran. It was like that we never stretched the field. And so, again, you're going to have to blame that to Trestman. I mean, people gave Cutler a lot of flack. I understand with 20-some-odd turnovers, yeah, that's horrible. But at the same time, when you're running just curl routes, you're not playing to his strengths. Why don't you put him and why don't you have Cutler roll out? Get out, you know what I'm saying? Get outside the pocket.
That's true. He's had success with that.
He seems like Cutler just doesn't want to roll out. Even if they tell him to roll out.
No, they're not telling him, Glass. They're not. The plays are set for him to be in the pocket, man. You see him, because I don't see no bootlegs. When the last time you seen him run a bootleg?
True.
Right. And you can tell if the plays are designed for him to roll out because that offensive line is going to pull.
Right. And it's not happening.
Right.
It's not happening. But I have a question for the panel. I have a question for you all, because I've been hearing a lot of things about this subject, and I'll answer after you all answer. What about Emory? Because a lot of people say, okay, Trestman's going. Of course, we know that we're not even going to bring up the defensive coordinator Tucker. He know he's gone. So what about Emory? How do you feel about Emory? Because I hear a lot of people say they want Emory gone and he should be fired. What have you. So what do y'all think about that?
You want me to take that, Brandon?
Yeah, you go first. Yeah.
All right. I have no problem with Emory, to tell you the truth. The way I see it, since he's been here, he brought in the right personnel. He brought in the right players.
Right.
Only, if you really ask me, the only thing he messed up on was bringing in Mark Trestman.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing, if you look at his track record with all the players he brought in, the personnel, he did great on the players. He basically did good in the draft.
Right.
It's just the coaching way he's messed up on, and the offensive coordinator, defense coordinator. I don't know if you have anything to say on that, but to me, I keep Emory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I piggyback that. I agree with that. He's had more hits than misses in his draft. He signed players. You know, he got Marshall here. He drafted Kyle Long. He got the offensive line going in the right direction. He's had some misses. Well, up until them drafting Fuller this past season, he's had some misses on defense. I think thus far Jared Allen is stealing. He's here stealing right now. He hasn't panned out. I can get 5 sacks. For way less than what they giving him. So outside of that, yeah, I don't think Emory should. He should be the one to go. He's missed tremendously on the coach thus far. My whole thing is with Trestman, not to get off of Emory, is there's got to be something internal, because I can't see how a person can go from from sugar to ish within the season.
Right.
It's got to be something else. So
Right.
outside of the coaching staff, Emory has done a serviceable job to me. Yeah.
And I agree, and I'll say this about Emory, even with you talking about Jared Allen. The thing is, first on Emory has, one thing he's done is he's came in and made moves. And to me, with a GM, whether you miss or you hit, for the fact that you're showing that you can.
Trying to do something, yeah.
You're trying to do something.
Right.
That's what we want as Chicago Bears fans, because we didn't have that with the last GM.
Right.
So I'm not even going to mention his name because I get mad. But anyway, so my thing is with Emory, even with the Trestman pickup, yeah, it looks horrible now, but think about it. When you looked at Trestman's track record, forget the Canadian League, but the fact that he was in San Francisco under Shanahan. Then when he was the offensive coordinator in '95, the 49ers did well with a backup quarterback when Elvis Gerback came in. Also Trestman went to Oakland, and his year as an offensive coordinator there, he goes to the Super Bowl. So it looks good. So I'm not mad at that move. It just didn't pan out. With the Jared Allen pick, people say, oh, he didn't do anything. You got to remember, he lost 15 pounds because he had pneumonia. So I don't care who you are. You're not going to gain 15 pounds in 4 or 5 games. So, of course, with you losing 15 pounds, you playing DN, you're losing a lot of your strength. So, and think about it. He didn't start playing well until maybe week 11, 12?
Yeah, right. Just a couple weeks ago, yeah.
But that's when you start to see, okay, he started to get back to his game weight. So I'm not going to get down on Allen just yet. Because even if he wasn't doing it, he was playing hard. But like I said, if you playing DN and you lose 15 pounds, what you expect to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. Even with the what's my man's name? We picked up from Oakland, Lamar Houston. Lamar Houston pick. He was the number one. He was the number 2 sought out draft pick in the league. When he was a free agent. They had him ranked number 2. So I'm not mad at him picking Lamar, because at that time it was good. So my thing is, stuff might not have panned out, but he did his job by going to get the best at their positions, putting his team together, getting the coach. Now it didn't work out. So my thing is, don't get rid of him. What you gonna do now, Emory? Because the draft, look, like you stated, the draft picks. We got Fuller, great draft pick.
Right.
Then we get Ego, Ferguson. Then we get your boy Sutton. They played pretty well as rookies. People forget about Christian Jones. Christian Jones, honestly, if you think about his stats for the last 2 games, the game against who was it? Not the game before we played Detroit. Who we played? We beat.
Before Detroit?
Tampa Bay. The Tampa Bay game, he had 15 tackles.
Yeah.
The Detroit game, he had 19 tackles.
Okay.
So he's getting his, and he just started getting his chance to really play, like, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. He started them 2 games. So his draft picks looks pretty good. I say let's give him one more chance. See what he's gonna do now. Because to me, this is what makes a team or makes a man. Like I tell my son all the time, it's not about if you fall, but how you gonna pick yourself up.
Okay.
That's what he does now.
I got you. Cool. All right. Well, let me ask you a question. Since we all agree that we keep Emery, right?
Okay.
We agree to that?
Yeah.
What happened at the beginning of the season when we went up to Levi Stadium to play the San Francisco 49ers, beat the 49ers, and after that, everything just dropped. Just was a tailspin. So is it the chemistry of the team?
I don't know, man. To me that's the part where I was kind of I think I was kind of lost because, like you stated, that was a big win in San Francisco, right? And then we go to New York Jets and we win.
Mm-hmm.
We played well, but we won. Defense played great. I guess we didn't because we was playing against Geno, but the defense looked great. Then all of a sudden we play who do we play at home? We play Green Bay.
Green Bay.
And we competed as far as the offense. We just the interceptions, the bad play at the end of the half. I'm like, we good. Then we go to Carolina, and I think to me after the Atlanta game,
Mm-hmm.
when we went and played Green Bay again,
Right.
I think that's when you start to see coaches didn't believe, they gave up. I mean, the players gave up on the coaches. The defense looked horrible, but it felt like they didn't buy into what the defense of coach was preaching.
I think it fell apart after Miami Dolphins came up in here and whooped us.
I mean, that's what it was. Yeah, because that was a game after Atlanta. You're right. I give you that. You're right.
After the Dolphins game, I don't know. I think it really hit the fan once they gave up them 50 something points in back-to-back games.
Yeah. New England and Green Bay.
New England, Green Bay, right? You cannot come off a bye week playing your division rivals, not only lose, but get blown out the way they did.
Right.
Cannot do it. And going back to the San Francisco game, I mean, they've been in a tailspin since that Bears game, so I don't know if it was the Bears or just that team itself.
No, it was the Bears. I'm going to tell you why it was the Bears. It could be San Francisco too, but I'm going to tell you why. No matter what they did, that was a gut-wrenching win. And to me, I was saying at that time, that was a season-changing win. Forget that. That was
You would think so.
Season-changing win.
Right.
Because you have both wide receivers hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Tillman goes down. So now we got to bring in a rookie. So we wasn't doing anything offensively because they came up to stop the run because they knew Marshall Alshon couldn't run routes. But they gutted out that win. And to me, I thought that was a championship game winning for a season. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we won that game. It's gonna take us to the we bound together. Hey, that's how a championship. When you watch them American games or American teams on the NFL Network when they showing the Super Bowl teams, every story they have or every team they show, you see that type of win in that
that propels them.
Yeah, exactly.
That propels that season. What happened to us?
To me, like I said, people say Cutler quit. No, first of all, why you keep getting mad at Cutler because he don't change his expression?
That's old.
That's old. It's not going to change.
That's why I said he's been that way since he got here.
Leave it alone. Everybody don't have to get mad. Everybody have to cuss like Tom Brady. Yeah, that was a shout out to Tom Brady. Everybody don't have to cuss like him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, just leave it alone. So to me, like I said, man, I'm just ready. If Cutler leaves, I ask y'all this: do y'all want Cutler gone? I know we got to wrap it up, but do y'all want Cutler gone?
Brandon?
No, I don't. No, I don't think it's Cutler's fault. I don't think none of that's Cutler's fault. Because, like I said, if we look at it like this, real quick, when the Bears played New Orleans, or I watched New Orleans the other day, a couple weeks ago, Cutler and what's the quarterback in New Orleans? Is good. Drew Brees. If you look at their numbers, they're almost identical. How many people you heard talking about getting rid of Drew Brees?
Right.
Nobody.
He's playing horrible.
He's playing horrible, according to his numbers. Now Cutler he still got 30 touchdowns thrown. Granted, he got 20 interceptions, but he still throw 30 touchdown passes in a season where they only won 5 games.
Right.
So far. No, I wouldn't get rid of Cutler. He still got the pieces around him. He granted every year he been here, he had a different offensive coordinator. So I mean, pretty much every year, except so that's hard.
Right.
No, I wouldn't get rid of him. No, I'll get rid of the coach, but they're gonna get rid of the coach before they get rid of him. Hell, they own Cutler too much.
Right.
So
right.
Unless they get a sweet deal somewhere.
Okay. Right. I mean, it got to be a sweet deal. I don't give me no second tier quarterback.
No.
I agree with Brandon. I'll keep Cutler. I've been a Cutler fan. I've been backing up Cutler till last week when I just gave up and like, you know what? This season lost. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of defending you. But when he was, I love me some Cutler because he came from Denver, my beloved Denver Broncos. Came to my hometown team, my 1A team, the Chicago Bears. He got an arm. Let's not knock that. He's accurate, but he need to be on the same game plan as the wide receiver. There's a couple of you could tell there was a couple of throws he threw behind the receivers, and it seemed like they're not on the same page. So somehow I'm gonna blame that on the offensive coordinator.
Right.
He's not getting in nobody's behind. Let him know this is what you got to do. Somebody got to be getting somebody behind. I told Brandon last week. I told Big Q and Team Boy TV. I can have one person nonchalant. I can have my quarterback and my head coach nonchalant. Right. So somebody got to show me some emotion somewhere somehow. We just got through saying Cutler. He's gonna be who he is, where he's been all the time. So my thing is trust me. We already paid Cutler.
Right.
We can't take that back. To me, it's trust me.
Right. No, I agree. I think the only reason why I wouldn't be mad if we got rid of Cutler is just to get rid of that big contract. But other than that, I don't think you paid him 1 year. Then you look at, let's be real, look at all of the other quarterbacks who got paid and who didn't win the Super Bowl. Even with Flacco winning the Super Bowl, which he deserved the big paycheck, but the next year he didn't do anything. Matt Ryan, what they do? They go I think 5-11 or 4-12.
Right. Right.
Matthew Stafford, he didn't do anything after that. Look at Kaepernick this year. What did he do? Nothing. So that happens. That's a trend. So should you get rid of him? No. Give him one more shot, man. I mean, we know it's a coach, so give him one more shot. But I'll say this, and I'll be quiet after this. This is what. And Glass, if I can ask this to everybody, I'll say mine. I want you all to say yours. What is your fantasy? What would you want to happen right now?
Wait. Stop right there. Because we're going to end that on your fantasy dream.
Okay.
Roster. Because you told me that on the phone, and that just blew my mind. But
this is what I say. This is what I want, everybody. Chicago Bear fans, this is what Mr. Controversy wants, and I'm sure you will want it too. Of course, I would want Harbaugh. But I think he's meeting with Michigan right now. Might be a little interest because he said he want to wait and see what's going to happen with other NFL teams. So it might pique his interest. If we get him, good, because he's from Chicago. He know how to deal with Chicago scrutiny. I think he could deal with Cutler. But if we don't get Harbaugh, people might think I'm crazy.
Stop. Hold that. You got to hold that to the end. Just hold that.
Okay.
Hold that. Okay. Let's jump back. Don't forget that because that's the reason why I put this State of the Bears video together. All right, Larry. What's the controversy?
Yeah.
Somebody got to go up to the guillotine. We need a head. We got Mark Trestman, Ted Phillips, Phil Emery, Mel Tucker, Cronin. Who's going to the guillotine? I'm going Brandon. You tell me who you think should go.
I can pick more than one.
You can pick more than one.
The offensive and defensive coordinator.
Keep the coach.
Yeah, I keep the coach. Yeah.
Okay.
What? No, wait. wait.
Come on.
Yeah, all the coaching staff. Yeah, the whole coaching staff.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
the
whole coaching staff.
Okay, Brandon. I was gonna have to get you, dog.
Yeah, the whole coaching staff.
All right, Mr. Controversy.
Yeah, I mean,
to the guillotine.
Not that much to say. The whole coaching staff, get rid of them, gut them all. Special teams coach And they look horrible. Everybody, get rid of them.
The whole coaching staff.
Coaching staff.
I have to agree with ditto to what y'all saying. The coaching staff. I'm cool with, like we said, we're cool with Emery.
Yeah.
Cool, but yeah, the coaching staff got to go. All right, Brandon. What would you like to see happen in the future?
Future as far as
next season.
Next season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, first of all,
if we getting rid of the coaching staff, then
we need a new head coach.
Who will be the head coach?
I wouldn't. Harbaugh would be maybe my second choice.
Mm-hmm.
I would talk to Shanahan.
Okay.
I agree. Go ahead. I want to hear this. I agree.
I would talk to him.
All right.
And why?
One, he already has a relationship with Cutler and Marshall, a successful one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's respected around the league. You know, and you know, this is a good chance. You know, his legacy kind of, you know, was kind of rattled in Washington. You know, he kind of left that a little shaken. You know, this is a chance for him to come back in a high-profile, you know, situation and right the ship that, you know, that ran off his course in Washington.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna piggyback on Brandon. That was my first choice because, of course, y'all know I'm a Denver Bronco fan. He won 2 Super Bowls for my team. Like you said, he got a relationship.
And FYI, that ain't got nothing to do with Denver. It ain't got nothing to do with me picking Shanahan. I don't care about the Denver Broncos. You know, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Okay, go ahead, proceed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Man, that's fault, that bro. Anyway, well, the way you feel about the Denver Broncos, the way I feel about your New England Patriots. But let's get back on track.
Right.
How y'all got 2 teams? How y'all been from Chicago? Got 2 teams.
Listen, man. Let's jump. I'm from Chicago, so I'm gonna love my Chicago Bears. But there's a long story behind why I'm a Denver Bronco fan back in high school. But I gotta have me an NFC team and an AFC team.
I got an NFC and an AFC. But if they played each other, I'm going with Chicago.
Brandon, Glass, this is not the NBA. NBA, you can have a Western and an Eastern.
No, baseball you can. No. Not NBA.
NFL, you have one team. Now you have teams that you like out Seattle Seahawks, because Russell Wilson is my favorite player. I love Seattle.
I like Seattle too. Yeah, I like Seattle. Okay, if that's how you want to call it, right? I like Seattle, New England, and the Jets. Them are my teams I like.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because Bears my team, but I like Seattle.
No doubt.
I feel you. Okay, my bad. Well, go ahead, Glad.
We good? Are we good? We good?
Yeah. It's worked out.
Okay, but back to Shanahan. That would be my first pick. Harbaugh, he would fit, but I don't know how long he would stay. Because it seems like every time he goes somewhere, he outdo his welcome. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So it's cool for him to start off to get everything back on track, but I don't know how long he would stay like Shanahan would stay. But first pick is Shanahan. Second pick will be Harbaugh. But Brandon, I want you to sit down, get ready to hear what Mr. Controversy got to say. Who will be his fantasy pick? You ready for this, bro?
He better not say Dicker.
Oh, no. You might, you know what? Wait. Brandon, you might even like this pick.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it out.
Go ahead, Chicago folks.
Go ahead, Mr. Controversy.
Like I said, Harbaugh, of course. And let me say this real quick. Shanahan is cool. The only thing about Shanahan is he has to hire a defensive coach because Shanahan's they never have defenses where he goes. So Washington, their defense sucked. Denver, their defense sucked. That's why I color them picked in the playoffs because of Shanahan's defense. Offense balls out, but no defense. So who would I want? Bring me Rex. And I'm going to tell you why I say bring me Rex. First of all, with Rex, we all know Rex is going to bring that
fire,
defensive mentality, that fire, just that Chicago Bears of the Midway, you monsters of the Midway. He going to bring that attitude back in. Second of all, you know his players love to play for him. I mean, think about it. We all know, They went to the AFC Championship twice with my man Sanchez.
Yeah.
They had no receivers. I mean, think about it. Braylon Edwards out the league. He's garbage. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They had no offense, but they had no players. That GM never really gave them anything to play with, but they played for Rex. I mean, they laid their life down for Rex. They love Rex. Okay, my next reason. Think about with Lovie Smith. Why did Lovie Smith win us over? Because the first press conference, what did he say?
You got to beat Green Bay.
Goal, we're going to beat Green Bay. Right there, you win. You win. Now, let's think about Rex. Look what he does. Or look at his attitude and his relationship with the New England Patriots. Hate the Patriots.
Yeah.
What did he say? Hey, Belichick is a hell of a coach. I give him all respect, but I would not bend down and kiss his rings. Come on, man. Do you think about if Rex comes to Chicago, we going against Green Bay? Come on, man.
All the newspapers will love it. Yeah.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hate Green Bay. He gonna make sure we beat Green Bay. I mean, you look at Tom Brady, you almost think about Rodgers. So come on. Then
I like that. I like that pick. But he would definitely have to get an offensive coordinator.
No, but you're right. Right now with who we have, I'll bring in Kyle Shanahan just for who we have. Just because we see Rex never had a quarterback with Cutler's ability. Two beasts for wide receivers, a beast for tight end. So we have two top 10 wide receivers, a top 10 tight end right now,
right?
A top 3 running back right now, or top 5, either or, top 5 running back. We got, you know what I'm saying? He could build that offensive line again. To me, I throw away Lamar Houston. I keep Allen, let him pick some defensive players like he usually do. Well, this is why Glass let us pick. This is why I say it's fantasy. Because Darrelle Revis, he only signed for 1 year in New England. Now, when Darrelle Revis left Jets, when he went to Tampa Bay, Rex, even though they cut him, Rex, the coach of the Jets, and the Jets cut him, he said, I wish him well, but hey, I wish I could still have Revis. Come on. What? So that lets you know that type of relationship. Revis even said he wished he could still play for Rex.
Yeah.
So he comes from Chicago, cut Lamar Houston, get their money. I guarantee you, Revis will come and play for Rex. And Chicago, why not? You playing a defensive type city, then you already know. And Dominican Sue wants to come. He was thinking about coming to Chicago. He even thought about going to New York because of Rex. So you bring Rex to Chicago, we get a chance to sign Dominican Sue, who think about it. He's perfect for a Rex system. Rex love players like that. Dirty, mean. You know what I'm saying?
Nasty, yeah. I agree. He'll bring the nasty back here. Yeah.
Bring Rex in. I'm telling you, bring Rex in. I guarantee you the monsters of the midway mentality will come back. The players that played you thought we played for Lovey, we'll play like hell for Rex. I guarantee you. If we bring Rex, I guarantee you win the Super Bowl. If not the 2 years after that, I guarantee you.
Okay, you know what? You done won me over with that pick. You done won me over with that pick. He just moved ahead of Shanahan. Yeah.
Brandon, when he told me that on the phone, I was like, oh, we got to put this together because I would have never put that combination like that together. So, I gotta give you credit. I give you credit, bro.
Yeah. I like that one, yeah. That one was thought out. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's what we got for y'all people. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag on the 2-cent deposit on sports, where we talked about the state of the Chicago Bears. Hit us down in the comments. Tell us what you think. Who you think should come up in here? Who should be leaving? Are we right? Do you believe in Mr. Controversy's prediction of what should happen in the future? So let us know. But until next time, I want to thank my fellow Prime Sports Talk members here, my partner in crime, Brandon. Well, thanks for joining in on the conversation, Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
Tell everybody how they can find you. LEB.
Yeah, you can find me right. My email, leb412@sbcglobal.net. Just check me out there, and always on Get With It Sports at GetWittedSports.com.
For sure, for sure. All right, thanks to my special guest here from Atlanta, Georgia, diehard Bears fan from 3-point conversion. Tell everybody how to get to you, bro.
Hey, you gotta put down. I'm from Chicago now, so yeah, I know I'm from Chicago. No disrespect to Atlanta, just get that straight. But y'all can find me on Twitter at Mr. Controversy 21. Also, subscribe to my YouTube page, which is the 3-point conversion YouTube page. We have the sports show, 3-point conversion presents Making the Cut, sports debate show where we go to different barbershops. We have guests on our show and we debate like sports fans, you know.
Right.
We also have Sports Battlegrounds. My man Glass, he's been on there. He challenged me. I challenged him just a few days ago, and he responded on about Westbrook and Stephen Curry, who's better. But anyway, it's following on the 3-point conversion YouTube page. And hey, I'll see y'all next time.
Cool. You know who I am. This is your boy Glass. You can follow Get With It Sports here on Get With It Sports 2. You can check out the blog page at getwithitsports.wordpress.com. If you want to get in contact with either me or Brandon or anybody from the Prime Sports Talk Coalition, you can email us at getwithitsports2, that's number 2, at gmail.com. Once again, I thank everybody for joining in. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. And as always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace.